morning, sleepyheads. As you see, where we ended off, right here in front of what I think will be our first base of, I don't know what to call it, our first base. The sun is rising, it is a beautiful rainy day. Let's get on to it, shall we? So, my first thought, there's a lot of trees here, okay? A lot of trees means we're going to have to cut it down. But if we cut this tree down, we need to erect a custom tree right here because we think this is going to be our base, right? So those are the rules. If you were not here in the previous episode, let me just give you a quick recap of what we're doing here. Hello, Mr. Drowned. I have a couple rules that we are going through. If in an area that I live in, I cut down a tree, I must put a custom tree inside of its place. So for that reason, I will not be cutting this tree right this moment. Number 2, I am not allowed to terraform in my base. Now, that has a few exceptions, so like if I took this block and replaced it with another block, that is fine. If I were to add a slab here onto the side of it, that's fine. But what we are not able to do is take away blocks over here, okay? So, for example, we're going to have to make sure that this works somehow, which means we can't dig it down, means we can't fill it up, right? So we're going to have to get creative and figure out how we can do it. You see these missing blocks here? Gonna have to get creative. No digging of any kind right there. Only replacement blocks. And so I'm a builder, and I think that this will initiate some kind of challenge for me. Get me to build in a different way than I normally build. And that is something that I really like, actually. We are allowed to take away grass. I will say that, because otherwise it is almost impossible to build here if we are not able to take away grass and flowers, right? And they do go away if you place a block on them, so I think that is sufficient. All right, so first things first, we need some things, right? There's like thing over there. All right, how are we going to go and get cobblestone? So we can't do it in our area, right? So we have to tread down the mountain here. Is there enough sheep to kill 3 of you? There's 4. Do we take that chance? I think we are. That will yield our very first bed. We got 19 wood. That should be okay for now. We do need to get ourselves some iron, though. Get some iron. Get some beds. We need to get some food going. Let's just signify with this crafting table here that this will be our humble abode, right? Go ahead, put that down. Can't sleep because thunderstorm, yada yada. All right. I'm going to be very sparing with this wood at the moment because we do not have iron to get leaves. And that is a little bit of a problem, okay? So if I place these things, I also can break them and move them. And just so you guys know, not breaking rules, and at some point we will display the rules that we are working with here. Let's go ahead, keep that, we'll keep the berries, I guess. I'm not really sure. Boat, sure. We'll keep all of that. That sounds good. And we are going to take with us the crafting table, I think, too. Let's leave 1 berry bush so we can replant that. This is going to be hard. It's going to be a very, very hard challenge. I can already tell that with some of this terrain, I'm going to want to change it. And I'm going to have to find a creative way to not do that. So often in my worlds, I just ransack through the world and get the terrain exactly how I like it. And I'm not going to be able to do that here, which is a very difficult thing for me. Very, very difficult. So we're going to need iron right off the bat here, because I need at minimum a bucket. Let's take that. I guess we'll take this with us too, just in case we get some kind of, I don't know, some kind of thing. Some kind of food that we need to cook. Don't want to have to craft another one, so let's just go ahead and do that, shall we? So, I will say, across here is not going to be part of our home. Our home is really concluded to this mountain and this flat plains down here. So anywhere else, like if I need to mine that desert, is fair game. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I'm not sure. Anywho, we're going to go try and find a cave here for our first time. See if we can get any kind of iron, and then hopefully we can start building our house. And I'm going to need a lot of wood for that, so the issue with that is we're going to have to build some custom trees. So we're going to have to farm our wood over here and then use that wood to make our custom tree over there. But for that, we need shears. So let's go ahead gallivanting into the distance here and hope that we can find some cool things. Maybe a shipwreck, maybe a village that's a little bit closer than the other one, maybe a temple. I don't know. Anything or everything would really be appreciated in this particular moment right now. So we're going to go ahead, traverse a little bit here. We got some food in our bellies. And I'm just going to look for a cave entrance, honestly. See a cave entrance, I'm just going to go down it because I really, really hate staircasing down. Especially with the addition of the, like, 75 blocks or whatever it is downwards that you can go. I really dislike that, so we're not going to do it. We're going to try to find... That's a water-infested cave. We're not doing that. We are going to kill a bunch of these sheep, though, because we need their food. We need their saturation. Sorry, sheep. Oh, God, I left it without a mother. Oh, no. I am a heartless person. It's fine. Moving on. Let's see. Can I find any kind of cave over here? Just one, please. We also should collect some wood over here because we're not building over here, so we do not have to make a custom tree over here. We will have to set up, once we get a couple saplings here and there, we'll have to set up, as one of our first projects, an actual area where we can chop wood inside of our base. Like a log mill or something, you know? And that should sufficiently help our needs here. I will say, I am playing a little differently than I normally would as a result of these rules. Normally I would just chop all the stuff down in our place and not worry about it. But I am also going to find this very, very difficult. You see how close some of these trees are? Well, up on our mountain, that is also the case. There is very, very close trees. So I am not really sure how to go about building a custom tree when there are other trees so close to it. Something that's going to take some thought process, a lot of thought process, honestly. And we're just going to hope for the best. Ooh, is that a turtle? Oh, it is a turtle. Very nice. Yes, we'll want to set up a farm for them as soon as possible because turtle eggs take frickin' forever to get. Should we take the pumpkins? I guess. It'll be a good villager trade for the farmers. But, again, iron first. Once we get iron, we can build a rudimentary iron farm within our base, and then we can cover over it inside of a building because we're not allowed to dig down. So that's going to be interesting. The top half is going to have to be cobblestone then, so that we do not wreck it. All right, let's be on the lookout here. What do we think? Cave? Sure. Let's get a couple torches just so y'all can see. And our first bit of copper. Maybe I will build with copper in this world. I've never been a fan of it since its release, but maybe we'll give it a shot and see how it looks. We definitely need ourselves some coal here. We definitely need some stone. We need at least an iron pickaxe. And I would like enough iron so that I can make like 32 rails, which I think is only 2 iron if I'm not mistaken. 32 rails, and then we can transport the villagers from our home back to, or back from the village to over here, to our home. And that should be good, and this was a lame cave, honestly. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but, you know, a little bit better than that, possibly. Okay, screw it. Let's just go. I gotta remember that my home is right of us. If we do not remember that, we are going to be lost forever because I did not take coordinates. And if that is the case, we will have to find a new home. And this being, you know, day 2, I don't think we should be finding a second new home already. Seems a little out there. Doesn't make a whole lick of sense, but we gotta remember it's like that way. Oh, it's gonna be very hard for me to remember. What is that? Oh, that's a ruined portal? Swim. Really bad at swimming at this game. What can we get from there? We can get like gold tools, I think. Maybe a hoe, fire charges, flint and steel, obsidian. But I don't think you can get many good things from this, if I am not mistaken. So I'm not going to hold my breath too much for what loot we're going to do in here. Hello, sir. Monster Hunter. Nice. Maybe we'll actually try to get all the achievements in this game, too. It's another thing that I've never tried to do in any of my worlds, and maybe something we should try. Give it a try. Where's the chest, man? Is there no chest? I'm even gonna leave that gold block there. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. Dun dun. Drowned. Oh, you a baby. We don't want no part of you, buddy. No part. Oh, yeah. Now that's what I call cave. It's a little scary out here without any armor. Little freaking scary. And we're using an axe too, which I am really not that good at, to be honest with you. When you get to late game and it's your OP, it doesn't really matter because you can one-shot them anyway. But right now, everything can kill me, and it will. It will, in fact, kill me very, very hard. There's lichen here. We got to remember that. We do have to remember. Oh, our first bit of iron. Let's go. Let's go. Superb. I'm hoping there's at least an 8 vein here, and it looks like there is, in fact, an 8 vein. That is a wonderful news. Oh, it's like a 12 vein. Look at that. So I gotta think. 3 for a oh, 11. Damn. 3 for a pick. 2 for rails. 5 for minecart. So 3 plus 5 is 8. Plus 2 for rails, so that's 10. And then we also need a bucket, so 13, I think, is the absolute bare minimum that we can make here. I think, yeah, 13 is the minimum. We also need shears, though. So realistically, I would say 18 iron then. That also gives us a shield and the ability to make a few shears if we need them. Ooh, iron, perfect. We should probably go ahead and start smelting up our iron right here. That way we don't have to wait for it and things can be easier. Should I get enough for armor too? So if I get enough for armor, that adds another 24 iron ore. So 24 plus 18 is a number. 40 something. 42. And also an axe. 45. We need like roughly a stack of iron at this point. It seems like, just to get ourselves off the ground, which honestly, that's not terrible. If we can make our iron farm, first and foremost, using just the little bit there, I think it's good. So really 18 if we decide no armor right now. 46 if we decide we need armor right now, because that will also give us full tools, iron, and we'll also have some enough left over for the shears. But it's going to have to wait until next time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode right here, right where we left off. See you soon.